Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Voices Foundation's Virtual Singing Assembly for this week. My name is Stuart and I'm delighted to be here with you to lead you through some fun activities and some songs. We've been here every Friday doing sessions at 1 o'clock each week, but we have got to the end of term pretty much. So you can see I've got my backpacks, I've got my sunglasses, my rucksack on. I'm ready to go on a little bit of a holiday, and that's what our theme is going to be this week. All songs about going on trips. So without any further ado, get up from wherever you are, find a bit of space, get ready to get your singing on, and let's get going with a warm-up. So when I think about going on holiday, I think about going to the seaside and lying on a beach, listening to the waves on the sand. So we're just going to start by creating some of those sounds. To a shush, can you try with me? Ready? Shh. Good, and again. Shh. Shh. Nice. This time let's do it again, but let's make it a little bit harder. Instead of just doing 4 short shushes, each one we're going to make a little bit longer. And I'm going to challenge you not to take any extra cheeky breaths. So in every long shush, try and do it in one breath. See how well you can do. Ready? Starting with a short one. And longest one. Fantastic. Seeing as we're at the seaside, we're going to have a little fun with a tongue twister. Now you might well know this tongue twister, and I'm really bad at them, so you might be even better than me. But it's all about selling seashells on the seashore. And it goes like this. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Oh, see, it's really hard for me. We're going to try and do it just bit by bit. I'll say a bit and you say it back to me. She sells seashells. She sells seashells on the seashore. On the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells, the shells she sells, that's the hard bit, try again. The shells she sells, the shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Are seashells, I'm sure. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Listen to it all the way through. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Good, I'm sure you're getting it much better than I am. And this time we're going to do it again. We're going to say this a few times, but I'm going to put some notes to it. I wonder if you can copy the pitch of the notes that I'm singing with this little tongue twister. She sells seashells on the seashore. You'll go. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Good. I'm going to do it a couple more times this time, and I'm going to change around the pitch, but also the speed or tempo that we do it at. So, she sells seashells on the seashore. Give it a go. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. One more time, this time a little bit quicker. So, she sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Fab! There are loads of ways that you can practice doing that. But I have a little challenge for you over this week to see if you can get really, really quick at saying that tongue twister. Well, I feel like I'm mostly warmed up in my mouth and with all my words, so I think I'm ready to learn a little bit of a song. So the song we're going to learn is perfect for our theme because it's all about being on that journey to the beach. Imagine you've got up early in the morning, you've had a big stretch, you clambered into the car with the rest of your family, maybe you're clambered in the back seat with your brother or sister on either side of you, and you've been there for a while, and you start thinking, when are we going to get to the beach? Are we nearly there, or is it way away? And the song is called, Are We Nearly There Yet? Something that I'm sure we've all asked at some point. And this is a cool song because it's got 3 tunes in it that all go together. They're what we call partner songs. So I'll talk a bit more about that later, but we're going to start with the first tune, which is about gathering all your stuff ready for your holiday. And it goes like this. I've got my bucket, I've got my spade, I've got my hat and my sun cream too. It's the perfect day for a holiday. Are we nearly there yet? Listen once more. I've got my bucket, I've got my spade, I've got my hat and my sun cream too. It's the perfect day for a holiday. Are we nearly there yet? So after me. I've got my bucket, I've got my spade. You'll go. I've got my bucket, I've got my spade, I've got my hat and my sun cream too. You'll go. I've got my hat and my sun cream too. It's quite good to do the actions for this song, so if you're not already, copy my actions. Let's just do that first part again. Watch first. I've got my bucket, I've got my spade, I've got my hat and my sun cream too. You'll go. I've got my bucket, I've got my spade, I've got my hat and my sun cream too. Next bit. It's the perfect day for a holiday. You'll go. It's the perfect day for a holiday. And then we go. Are we nearly there yet? Try it. Are we nearly there yet? And it's really fun. If you're with somebody else in the room, you can turn to them and look at them when you go. Are we nearly there yet? Try it. Are we nearly there yet? Let's try it all the way through. So it starts with our bucket and our spade. Ready? And I've got my bucket, I've got my spade, I've got my hat and my sun cream too. It's the perfect day for a holiday. Are we nearly there yet? Fab, that's our first tune as it's in. So we're quite positive in our first tune. We're ready with all our things. It's a perfect day for a holiday. Are we nearly there? The next tune is a little bit later in the journey. And maybe we're starting to get a little bit annoyed that we're not there yet. And in fact, fold your arms. It goes like this. I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? Good. Now it starts with a little, I'm bored. You have to do the sigh. Otherwise it doesn't quite work. So can you first give me a bored sound? Ready? And then it's going to go like this. Listen first. I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. Give it a go. And I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. Next bit. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? Try that second half. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? Listen to the bored bit one more time, all the way through. It goes. I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? Give it a go. I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? From the beginning, I've got my bucket. I've got my bucket. I've got my spade. I've got my hat and my sun cream too. It's the perfect day for a holiday. Are we nearly there yet? Ready? And I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? Now the last tune is where we've reached the absolute end of our boredom. In fact, we're starting to count the miles that it's taking and saying, I just don't know if I can take it anymore because I want to get there. And it goes like this. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. I can't take this anymore. We're no closer to the shore. Are we nearly there yet? Now each one I want you to build up. The first one, we're going to start a little bit quiet. Gritted teeth going. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. Try it. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. Then a bit more. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. And a bit more. We're no closer to the shore. We're no closer to the shore. Are we nearly there yet? And are we nearly there yet? So it starts quieter and it builds up, getting more and more annoyed until you say, are we nearly there yet? We call this in music a crescendo. It means it's gradually getting bigger and stronger in our sound. Ready? Let's try that together. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. I can't take this anymore. We're no closer to the shore. Are we nearly there yet? And that's our whole song. So we're going to try it from the beginning. From our bucket and spade, then our I'm bored, and our 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4, our crescendo to the end. Let's try it from the beginning. I've got my bucket. Off we go. I've got my bucket. I've got my spade. I've got my hat and my sun cream too. It's the perfect day for a holiday. Are we nearly there yet? I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. You said it wasn't far. I'm bored. So bored. Are we nearly there yet? 1 mile. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4. I can't take this anymore. We're no closer to the shore. Are we nearly there yet? Fantastic. And that is our whole song. Now I said earlier that these 3 tunes are little partner songs. And it's true, you can sing them at the same time as one another. So if you have a friend or someone around you who has been learning this song, or you could maybe teach them this song, you could try singing one of the tunes. Maybe you have your bucket and your spade. And meanwhile, they try and do the, I'm bored, so bored. And you can see if you can do it at the same time. And you'll know if you get it right, because you'll get to the last line, are we nearly there yet? At exactly the same time. So that's a little challenge for you. You can go and have some fun with that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy your summer. Maybe you might get to go on a little holiday yourselves. But keep checking out the Voices Foundation channel here on YouTube. There's loads of fantastic content that has already been put up and that will be being put up in the future. So keep an eye out for all of that. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely, lovely week. Keep smiling, keep singing, and we hope to see you very, very soon. Bye.